So we just did Donald Trump and David Pecker and them. I wanted to look at another person. They don't have anything to do with David Pecker or that other child. What's the name? Bezos. Donald Trump's inauguration was not the greatest in the world, but one of my absolute most favorite performers, or singers actually, performances, whatever. Singers is Chrisette Michele. She has a wonderful, wonderful voice. If you've never heard of her, look it up. I am is what her first CD was called. I have a song. I have a song. She has a song on there called "Best of Me." That is like one of my favorite songs in the world. She has such an amazing voice, such an amazing talent. She took her behind down to the Donald Trump inauguration and she performed. She is African America's and she had no business down there because the community disowned her. Now, she said, and I believe her, she said she was going down there because she wanted to be a voice for love and light in such a dark, horrible time. But we like homegirl. The dark, horrible time is coming from that place in which you're trying to go, which was her point. She was trying to go and be the bridge between the ugly and the good. It did not go over so well because when she came back across that bridge, they was like, "Oh, you done, homegirl." So I mean, you might as well go on back over there and see if you can make your country album and go perform at the CMTs or something, because we ain't got nothing for you over here. No room at the end, Chrisette. So she went through it. Her record label dropped her, so she has no more record deal. Well, people won't do duets with her. They won't write with her. They won't produce with her because she's kind of tarnished her reputation. One of the first acts she's ever performed with was Jay-Z, so she had the catapult sort of push her up there as far as recognition, and now she's fallen off the map. So it got worse. She then went through a miscarriage. As sad as that is, she took a picture, not herself, she took a picture she found, actually. Well, let me say it this way. She put a picture on her Instagram of a fetus. That fetus turned out not to be hers. It was someone else's. And so that added to the fodder against her. Because not only did you go perform at Donald Trump's inauguration when every black person on earth told you not to except your mama, you went and performed at the inauguration, you came back across that bridge and put somebody else's fetus on your Instagram, and now you're paying the complete price for everything that you have done in the span of 2 days. And so she's lost her career since then. So I want to know, Chrisette Michele, will there ever be a resurgence of your career? Time does heal most wounds, so let's see if people will forgive you. Monique, apparently, like she pissed off, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels. They blackballed her. Well, actually, Lionsgate blackballed her because she wouldn't go promote the movie. And so she's got a residency at the SLS Hotel in Las Vegas. And so she's making a comeback. People still support her. So, Chrisette Michele, is there any hope, my dear, of you having a resurgence for your career? I certainly hope so, but we'll see what it says. All right. Chrisette Michele. The Chariot. That's good. Moving forward. Victory. Triumph. Self-discipline. Put your head to the stone and keep it pushing. The Ace of Wands. So you have a plan on a comeback, because she did release music and it went nowhere because ain't nobody fooling with you right now. Uh-oh. So I'm going to leave that there. Yeah. So your base is the tower and everything, and that's not good. That's not what you want to see. I mean, you started off so well. Maybe we should reshuffle or something. I just don't think that's going to work out for you right now. So there's the tower. And so, yeah, it's there. Then there's the Seven of Cups, and yeah, that's there too. Chris said it don't look good, girl. Oh. And there's the Death card. Oh, I had my fingers crossed for you. Oh, well. Then there's the Fool. And there's the Seven of Swords. There's the Eight of Wands. The Empress. And the Page of Wands. So, reluctantly, let's go back and see. So, there is a plan of action that is coming from you and your camp. You don't have a record label, but you do have a few people that are around you that do know how to pray. So, you do have an idea. Be prepared to be an independent artist. What you need to do, this is just my advice, this is not what's here. Contact some people who do it on their own. That's what you need to contact. Figure out how it is that they permeate the market. Because you are not going to get any support. Your tower has been blown. Here's the thing. People who get close to Donald Trump, this comes up for all of them. You may not have been a supporter of Donald Trump, technically. But proximity means a lot to people who don't support him at all. So when you took your hips down there and started singing songs for the man, this is all we've seen. Is you done? Twitter said you are canceled. So then we move from the tower to confusion. You don't know how to get back to the place where you used to be. There are a lot of options, but none of these options are really feasible. You don't have a whole lot of money to go and do your own project again, because the last one you didn't go anywhere. So now it's time for the major change to kick in. This is what the Death card is, but this is also, when combined with this, it means death. Like your career is done. It's done. You don't know what to do, therefore you just throw caution to the wind. You go out, you realize that there are free sources of information, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, hell, Jacked and Grinder if you want to. Whatever that you need to do to get all your information out there. Throw caution to the wind and do it. You do fear the strategy will not work because this is what's in your fear. What is in your desire is the Empress. This is the mother of it all. This is sort of bringing you back to a place of healing and understanding. You do want to repair your relationship, especially with the Black community, for that was your biggest supporter. This does bring news. It usually brings good news, but I don't know exactly. So we're going to go and probe a little bit more. So, cards. Oh, I guess I can leave it over there. News for Chrisette Michele. What kind of news are we talking about here? There's separation. Six of Wands, the celebrated person. Two of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. So right now we're sort of set up. This is the setup. This is basically what we had over here. This says separation from your celebrity, preparation, and your plans of action, your contracts, your all this stuff. So separation. You are right now separated. Ace of Cups. This is a new person, new energy. There's the Sun. They are good for you. There's the Two of Cups. There's the Bond and the Hermit. The Hermit does not give me good feelings, even though it's not a negative card. And here's why. You did battle depression from your miscarriage, but this new person that has the new idea does give you some hard lessons. They tell you, to your face while they wipe your tears, baby, you were just stupid. We all been stupid once. You were stupid this time. You were stupid bigly, but you were stupid. So they do give you some sort of it's guidance. It really is. It just hurts when you hear it, is all. So there's the Bond. This is the person that you do connect with, and they give you something to think about. Here is my only problem. I don't want you to go get lost in your head, though. It could produce some good music for you because you are a good songstress, but I don't want you to get lost in your head and fall into a depression is my thing. So here's you being lost, searching for answers. Okay, that doesn't mean you're coming back to the scene, it just means you are searching for answers. So we go from separated, somebody pulling you to the side, now you're searching for answers. This part has already happened. So someone has already spoken to you. You right now are just in the searching for answers mode, which is why when we come over here and you have that plan of action. So there's the Queen of Wands. I don't know who that is to you. They do offer you some money, so there's a gig there. It is signed with some legal things, so it's a contract of some sort. And then there is victory. So we haven't heard the last of you. We haven't heard the best of you, but we have not heard the last of you. Because there is a woman here. There is surrounding some money and a legal issue, which means this is probably contracts of some sort that you can sign. Get you a little change. And here is the Sword of Victory. So that's good for you. The Four of Cups is an offer. The King of Swords is a person of authority. And then the Knight of Cups, Knight of Shining Armor. And then the King of Wands. So there are some people. So this is an organization. So this woman brings a company behind her to offer you something. Around work, however, is still some anxiety and fear and some win at all cost and weariness, and it's still ugly. It's still ugly because people think that you sold out for money because Donald Trump's inauguration apparently, reportedly, allegedly offered you $700,000 to perform. And then you didn't even perform one of your songs. You performed something that I don't even know what it was because I didn't watch the inauguration. But there is the Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune and then the Star and Seven of Pentacles. So from bad news, the Wheel of Fortune does turn. It turns to the Star, so that's pretty good for you. You're going to have to eat some crow, though. The Ten of Cups, there's your sort of the happy bond, happy union. It's not all that it seems to be. There is some abandonment. Then there's the strength. So you're going to have to let go of pride and eat some crow. So this person does have an offer for you, but you're going to have to put your tail between your legs and you may look a little foolish. But so that's up to you. Yeah, they are, but it's possibly a burden because it goes against who you are. Because you're not a malicious person, you just did an awful thing. Performing for him is how they see it. So I don't really see... I don't see you liking what they are coming to give you. So when I said there's some legal contracts along the way, there's going to be some, what do you call that? Not change of morals. It's going to be they're going to ask you to do something you don't want to do. I'll say it that way. Because I don't know the turn of phrase that I want to use. It's Well, anyway, it's not a change of morals. It's something else. We're going to call on you to do something you're just not comfortable with doing. So you may have to, in order to save your bank account, change your outlook. Or tell them to stick it because you're not doing it. You know, all money ain't good money. So this card won't stay on the bottom. Let's pull it and see. Tarot's advice for you. There is a higher truth. This is the Hierophant. There is a higher truth. Time heals all wounds. No, time heals most wounds. God heals all wounds. You can still be okay. You will not be who you used to be. You will not be where you used to be. Your career has taken a very ugly turn. It could be over forever. So at some point you may have to be okay with that. But there is always hope for those who are hopeful.